Tackle Warehouse fans, this is Daniel from the video department. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season so far. Today we got a quick kind of fun fishing edit that we put together from our recent trip down to Southern California to visit the guys from Damiki. You know, after being locked down, it's been hard to get out and film any vlogs, so those guys were nice enough to invite us down. So we got 2 days on the water with them, and it was more of a fun fishing trip for Corey and I. But we did bring some cameras, including this GoPro Max that you're seeing right now. It's a 360 camera. First time I used it in an edit, really. So let me know if you guys like this or if it's too much. Leave a comment below and we'll listen to you. And if you guys like it, we'll definitely bring it out on the water again. But anyways, with that said, hope you guys enjoy some of this footage. Let's get to it. The first morning, we met up with Daniel Kim, the national sales manager for Damiki, and he set us up with a couple of his sponsored saltwater anglers, Garret Ching and Martinez. These two are known as one of the top teams in the Saltwater Bass Series down south and have been with Damiki for about 6 years now. We had heard the local Calico bite had been a bit tough, but we were excited to take a ride in Garrett's beautiful Saltwater Series Ranger, pulling on whatever local fish would bite. And that's the cool thing about the fishery they have down there. There are so many options when it comes to targeting different species and finding an alternate bite when one of them isn't on. We headed out to a spot just north of Long Beach and got onto a fun morning bite of Bonito, Calico bass, and a couple bonus species.
Get him. Live action. That might be.
Color is going down. Yeah, oh, decent one. The whole time was running. There we go.
You can see here Corey is throwing the Abyss 90, which is the suspending jerkbait that dives down to about 8 to 10 feet. Although we are throwing it out here in the saltwater today, it's a great option to throw on your local lake when the water is cold. They also have very sticky hooks, as Corey is demonstrating here.
Now the problem is I can't get fingers first. The palms, they don't slip as bad. Nice.
Get him. Get him. Oh, that's a fair. Yeah. You definitely had a real one. Yeah.
After catching a bunch of Bonito and Calico, we tried running to a deep spot where we found a couple rockfish, including this colorful sculpin that Corey hooked.
There you go, Daniel. Oh, pretty.
Ooh, baby.
By this point, the wind started to kick up a bit, so we picked up some heavy-duty A-rigs and went looking for an additional species. Here are a couple clips of us catching some sand bass with a heavy-duty Picasso A-rig fitted with a mixture of Big Hammer and Damiki Swimbaits.
You got one too.
There we go. By that point, some of us were ready to call it, so we got out of the wind and finished the day sharing a meal at Ballast Point. Again, shout out to Garrett and Bobby for taking us out on a much needed day in the salt, and we hope to be able to fish with you guys again soon. The next morning, we met up with Daniel at the Damiki warehouse, where I caught Corey red-handed raiding the bins for some of Bryan Thrift's BTC crankbaits before we hit the road.
Got a couple things from the warehouse, a couple cranks, of course, getting shallow cranks, and of course me, chartreuse and blue, some ramblers, some topwater, buzzbait action, some noisies, and gotta get some depops. Let's go.
We had heard that the striper had been biting out there, but of course we had to give the green bass a chance first.
Get over there, Daniel. Hi. Oh, look at that follower. Oh, like a 4.5, 5 pounder.
After running the banks with an assortment of Damiki baits and having only a few followers, we decided to give in to the striper bite. One of Daniel's buddies, Greg, was already out there and had located some using a Damiki Vault blade bait, which is a big favorite among tackle warehouse employees.
Daniel's got him.
We had already had a few Damiki backdrops tied on, which is a jigging spoon designed to be fished vertically, but come to find out also works as a cast and retrieve bait, which Daniel and Corey go over in this next clip.
The bass bite was a little tough this morning. Had a few sniffs on topwater, but didn't get it really going. I threw that new, sorry about that, guys, and throwing a backdrop. And it's my first time throwing the backdrop, at least for out on the fresh. And you told me to rig it actually on the back end, right?
Yes.
And what's why the back end versus rigging it the natural way? And I guess what's the difference between rigging them either way, I guess?
So if you rig it the front end, it just glides a lot more. The way you rig on the back end, it drops more like a leaf. So it flutters a lot more, stays in the strike zone a lot more, and entices a lot more bites.
Look at him here, I'll show the little GoPro. It's got 2 hooks on it, front and back, 2 stinger hooks. And that's the back end with that smaller eye. And then the front end there, I guess where the eye is the bigger one.
It's actually perfect for suspending fish as well.
Oh, suspending fish, yeah?
Yeah, if you throw it out, it actually kicks.
Really?
Yeah, so it's for stripers, bass, all that's suspending. It's great for it as well.
Towards the end of the day, the stripers started to come up to the top and blow up on bait, so we chased them around for a little bit, and Daniel was able to get one to commit to the Damiki Rambler, which is an awesome walking bait with extra wide action, super easy to fish, and comes in 7 awesome colors that we carry here, so be sure to check those out on the website. Again, special thanks to Daniel from Damiki, as well as Bobby and Garrett for hosting us down there. I hope you guys are staying safe out there this holiday season. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check back next week for some more on the water videos at tacklewarehouse.com.